Alright everybody, how are we doing today? So, if it wasn't bad enough that the left was boogeymanning Russia, now we get this of the right boogeymanning Russia. Of course, when they do it, it's actually doubly hilarious. In a very Hollywoodish corning ball sort of way. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you an article about a company called Corp. Otherwise known as Evil Corp. Because the E stands for evil. What nonsense. See, when the right does it, it's actually doubly hilarious. I'm not even kidding you right now. I'm going to take care of some things real quick, and then I'll read you the article, and you can decide for yourself if this is basically the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. But, this is from Reuters, and it says, U.S. authorities on Thursday took aim at a Russian cybercriminal group known as Evil Corp, or E-Corp, probably Electronic Corp, indicating its Lamborghini-driving alleged leader and ordering asset freezes against 17 of his associates over a digital crime spree that has netted more than $100 million from companies across the world. The action against Evil Corp, described by officials as one of the most damaging criminal organizations on the internet, comes with a $5 million bounty issued for information leading to the arrest of its alleged leader, Maxim Yakubets. British authorities described the 32-year-old Yakubets as a supercar lover who customized his Lamborghini license plate to read thief in Russian, and ran his operation from the basements of Moscow cafes. Yakubets is a 21st century criminal, U.S. Assistant Attorney General Brian Benekowski said. He earned his place on the FBI's list of the world's most wanted cybercriminals. E-Corp is alleged to be behind an ever-evolving family of malicious software known Drindex, which has bedeviled banks and businesses since it first appeared in 2011. The malware works by hacking into banks and businesses and making rogue financial transfers that eventually funnel back to the hackers. It has since also branched out into ransomware. Underlining alleged links between cybercriminals and the Russian state, U.S. Treasury officials said Yakubets worked on the side of Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB, its domestic intelligence agency, and stole classified material on Moscow's behalf. One senior U.S. Treasury official said he had even applied to the FSB for a license last year to handle secret documents. Even so, the FBI's Bowdish said the Russian government had been helpful to a point in their request to track the hackers down. Bowdish and other U.S. officials declined to comment on whether either of the two men had links to the Russian government. The FSB did not immediately reply to a Reuters request for comment sent after hours in Russia on Thursday. Yes, this is real. I checked the article versus like a dozen others. And no, they were not all identical. They were all varying articles of varying lengths. All having the E-Corp, or as they're calling it, Evil Corp, behind it. He proudly blazons thief and Cyrillic on his license plate. He's like a villain out of a fucking movie or something. It's ridiculous, but it's the truth. Truth is often stranger than fiction, that is for sure. And if you're not familiar, ransomware is a type of malware that if it gets onto your computer, it will basically activate all security measures on the computer. It will lock you out, close down your computer, and then display a screen that so you can pay the hacker, and then he'll release the malware and you can have access to your computer back. This is a thing. And yes, even Linux users have to be weary of it. It's not just a Windows thing anymore. But Drindex targeted smaller businesses and organizations that lacked the sophisticated cyber defenses of larger organizations, U.S. officials said. Though the indictments only mentioned incidents in Nebraska and Pennsylvania, victims spanned the United States, including a dairy company in Ohio, a luggage company in New Mexico, and a religious order in Nebraska. FBI Deputy Director David Bowdish told a news conference, losses totaled $70 million in the United States alone, officials said. The crackdown straddled the world of cybercrime and intelligence. The U.S. Treasury and Justice Departments worked in coordination with Britain's National Crime Agency, which published a series of photographs and the video of the hackers' lavish, devil-may-care lifestyle. that featured pictures of his camouflage car streaked with fluorescent yellow. The Director General of the British agency, Lynn Owen, said that Yakubets and Evil Corp represent the most significant cybercrime threat to the UK, a sentiment endorsed by John Shear, an expert at UK-based cybersecurity company, Sophos. I'd put them in the top tier, he said, of the group's operators. American and British companies were targets of choice according to U.S. Treasury officials, but they had said France, Italy, the United Arab Emirates, India, and Malaysia were also badly affected. In addition to Yakubets, his close associate Igor Turashev, 38, was also indicated in the United States on Thursday for allegedly serving as the group's technical administrator. UK authorities say they have already arrested and convicted 8 other members of the network. Reuters could not immediately locate contact details for Yakubets and Turashev, who have not been arrested and are believed to be still at large. The dude's name is fucking Igor. It's like, yes, master, I will raid the bank computer. He's got like one working eye and it's really fucking huge or something. I swear this is like something out of like a James Bond movie. Where's Johnny English to come and save the UK? Seriously. I love Rowan Atkinson. But this is like something out of a movie, but I'm not shitting you. I found other articles proving the shit is the truth. Yakubets is the real deal. It's like one day he sat down to like a spy flick and decided, I liked that villain. I should totally do that. But as the article goes forward, this is at least the second major effort by American authorities and their allies to bring down Evil Corp. I can't say it with a straight face. Whose eye-catching name appears to be more of a nickname than a formal company. A 2015 indictment also charged Yakubets and Turashev with a series of fraud and hacking crimes, but they were never arrested, and following a brief disruption, Drydex went right back to stealing money. Shear of Sophos said that Thursday's attempting appeared to be more robust, but he doubted that Yakubets would ever see justice. What are the chances this guy is going to face trial in the United States, he said. Probably next to zero. Even so, officials described the charges as an important step that strips the hackers of their anonymity and makes it more difficult for them to travel internationally. Binkowski, head of the U.S. Justice Department's Criminal Division, said the group was carrying out crime as recently as May. It is fair to say they are not out of business at this point, he said, but that is not our ultimate goal. Yes, I did say at the beginning this was boogeymaning Russia, and I'm going to explain how that is. They specifically identified it as a Russian company and complained about the Russian government not being sufficiently cooperative. Essentially saying that all but suggesting that Russia is complacent and not willing to do anything about it. Ergo, that puts some of the guilt on them for being lazy. That's boogeymaning. Turning Russia into this scary state that's always doing something bad. Go figure. But seriously, this guy's not only just a hacker, but he's a fucking troll. And a brilliant troll at that. He creates a dummy corporation literally called Evil Corp, and steals money in a way that is literally like something out of a spy flick. He's not just a thief, he's literally like the greatest troll that ever was. He even has a license plate that says thief in Cyrillic. This guy's too much. I'd almost call myself a fan if this guy weren't such a big douche. He will literally most likely be spending the rest of his life in prison if he's ever found. But boy, will it be hilarious tracking him down. Like I said, the dude's basically like the world's greatest troll. It's amazing. I didn't want to believe this myself, but like I said, I've checked it, I fact-checked it. It is the real deal, my dude, my folks. It is the real deal. Truth is often stranger than fiction. Never truer today than ever before. Anyway, peace.